Hi, I'm Sam with Bitesized.ph, and this is Sulit Meal Hacks, the show where we cook 7 sulit meals good for 2 people using one main ingredient. If you like meal hacking as much as I do, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Bitesized.ph. So today is a very special and important episode because we're giving you 7 smart tips and tricks that will make veggie lunch meals enticing to your kids. Again, as I said, I'm so excited to share these recipes with you because it really helped me help my 6-year-old son eat more healthy. Kasi alam ko naman yung struggles natin mga moms, napakahirap talaga pakainin sila ng masustansyang pagkain. Imagine, baon, lahat yan processed, high in sugar, high in salt, high in fat, at napakadali nilang gawin, dali nilang bilhin. So pag humingi sila ng midnight snack or merienda, madali lang naman mag-init ng nuggets or ng hotdog. But, you know, it's really bad for their health. Kung buwan-buwan na lang nakakasakit yung anak nyo, sinisipon, tapos yung mood changes nila, napapadalas na, alam nyo talaga na you have to change their diet. And it doesn't have to be difficult, you know. Substitution, ang key to help them eat more healthy and hiding vegetables in their dishes. At alam nyo ba, ang fiber na nakukuha natin sa vegetables, it's so important because it's how all the vitamins and minerals are carried out throughout our bodies. And that 1 out of 3 Filipino kids who are 5 years old, alam niyo ba that they are short? Hindi sila tumatangkad, na tama nilang tangkad. This is according to a UNICEF study. And if you want to learn about that study, you can check the description box below for the link. And here are the recipes that we'll be cooking today. Cheesy Torta Katsu, chicken cabbage siomai with cheese sauce, healthy famous bowl bento, rainbow mac, seafood croquettes, teriyaki nuggets and veggie rice balls, chicken siomai and veggie rice balls. For the full market or grocery list, you can check the description box in this video. Now that we're ready, let's start cooking! So for our first freezer-friendly recipe, we're going to make cheesy Torta Katsu. So maganda dito is you have carrots and later on, cucumber with the coleslaw na napaka-high in vitamin A. Okay, so now, let's start cooking. So first, what we're gonna do is we're going to grill the eggplant muna. 2 eggplant lang kailangan natin for this. Iinitin lang natin siya hanggang mag-char or masunog yung balat niya. So don't be afraid, direct heat talaga siya. So for the full recipe, don't forget, you can go to www.bitesize.ph. Ayan, so charred na siya or nasunog ni ating balat, madali na siyang balatan. So yan, para tanggalin yung balat, i-scratch off mo lang yung mga nasunog-sunog na balat. So this process adds the smoky flavor to your katsu and also mapapadali yung pagluto na yung eggplant. Ayan, so natanggal na natin yung balat. Gagawin naman natin next, hiwain lang natin, tanggalin natin yung kanyang stem, and then roughly chop lang natin siya. So we'll set this aside first. Lagyan na natin yung ating bowl kung saan i-mix natin lahat ng ating ingredients. We'll need yung chinop natin na grilled eggplant, your ground pork, yung ating rich in vitamin A na carrots, green bell peppers, garlic, onions, and spring onions. So maganda dito, kailangan talaga yung flavor, masama nyo na sa mixture nyo using garlic, onions, spring onions. Kasi the more you put these flavors, yun na kailangan masyadong lagyan ng salt and pepper after. Ayan, so lalagay ko na yung flour. So dagdagan na natin yung ating eggs. Make sure na when you add your eggs, i-crack nyo muna siya sa separate bowl para makita nyo kung may sira siya or may problema siya, hindi nyo siya madadagdagan or maia-add dun sa ibang ingredients niya. So now, I will mix this in now with the rest of our mixture. As you mix it, pwede mong i-mash pa yung iyong eggplant para talagang humalo siya ng mabuti sa iyong mixture, lalo na sa may pork. So pag kinagat siya ng anak niyo or pag kinain siya, hindi mo mararamdaman na may buo-buong vegetables na usually doon sila nata-turn off. So, yan. Mix mo lang siya ng mabuti. So, ang next step naman natin for this is we have to freeze it. And this is where you can store it na in the freezer until you need it. And what's nice is you have to put it in a baking sheet para flat siya. For every time you need to fry it, later on when you wanna cook it na, you just have to cut portions ng kailangan nyo. And you have to fry it frozen. So don't worry about defrosting it. So at this point, let's season it with salt and pepper. And so after you season it, pwede mo na siyang i-assemble. You just need a plate for this and then you just have to freeze it. Okay, so you can put your oil on your plate and then you just have to put a layer. So what I'm going to make here is good for 2. Now, the reason why we're using a plate is para even yung size ng katsu. Ayan. Ilagay ko na ngayon yung ating 2 slices of cheese. So, parang siyang filling. Then we'll cover it with another layer of our ground pork mixture. As you can see, I put a space in between kasi before mo siya i-fry, you're gonna slice it into 2. There are 2 giant katsu patties. Okay, let's freeze this. Alright, so now I'm ready to bread my Torta Katsu. Again, as I said, use one hand for your dry ingredients and then your right hand or the other hand for your wet ingredients like the egg. So I'm putting it na in flour. This flour is already seasoned with salt and pepper. So sa eggs naman. So the reason why we prefer Japanese breadcrumbs or panko, kasi talagang it adds an added crunch, yung gusto nyong crunch na hindi mo mahahanap sa ibang breadcrumbs or regular breadcrumbs. I'm just pressing it in para talagang coated well siya. Alright, so we're ready to fry this. So ngayon naman, ipa-fry na natin yung ating Torta Katsu. Okay, so pwede na natin ito i-ahon. Nice! Nice and golden brown. Okay, lagyan lang natin siya sa plate na merong paper towels. So for now naman, I'll be making our seafood croquettes. So I'm just heating up the pan para makapag-gisa na tayo. Add our butter first. For butter, since madali siyang mag-melt or masunog din, you can add some oil in your pan. But since we're using non-stick pan, okay lang. Ganito. Let's just keep the heat at the normal temp. Medium heat is fine. Add na our pampura. So we have our garlic. What we want lang here is mag-golden brown yung ating garlic at mag-translucent yung ating onion. And lumabas yung aroma nila bago natin nidagdag yung ating ginger. Ayan. So aromatic na siya. Lagyan na natin si ginger, which also brings out its own aroma. And ang maganda sa ginger, tinatanggal niya yung lansa ng yung mga seafood. So bagay talaga siya for your shrimp. Again, for the full recipe, don't forget to go to www.Bitesized.ph and subscribe to our channel to learn more and to find more videos like this. Okay, so now we're ready to add our meat. So, shrimp muna tayo para maluto siya agad-agad. So, this one will turn pink naman. Para alam yung luto na siya, it should turn pink. And you can start seasoning it na rin now with salt and pepper, para manuot na yung flavor at yung lasa. Okay, so at this point, I'm ready to add na our kani and then we can set it aside for a while. So, kailangan mo lang tagdarin yung kani. Which is easy naman kasi para na siyang strips. When you buy it, you just have to slice it thinly and then it will be like this na. Okay, I'm going to set this aside muna sa isang bowl right here. And then we're going to proceed with our sauce. habang pinapalamig mo yung meat na you're cooking na your bechamel sauce. So just a quick intro on bechamel sauce. It's a mother sauce. So it's usually the base of all your white sauces. So it's a mixture of your flour and your butter and milk. It's creamy and it's smooth and silky. But for this recipe, we're increasing the amount of flour kasi gusto natin na kapag hinalo natin yung meat mixture sa kanya and we refrigerate it, it will harden enough na pwede natin siyang i-form into croquettes. Okay, so let's add na our butter. Okay, so now, para sabay na sila mag-toast ng flour, so you just have to cook this for a few minutes until it's mixed well together. Alright, so I'm ready na to pour the milk. So do things at the same time. Again, you have to constantly stir it while adding your milk. Okay, just continuously stir it. Okay, magdala sa lumps, it will eventually break down. Alright, so that's your bechamel sauce. It's just extra thick because we added more flour for this. I will put na ulit, babalik ko na sa kanya dito yung ginawa natin na shrimp and kani mixture. Mix in lang natin siyang mabuti. So, kukunin ko na ngayon yung hangkong from our water. So again, if your kids are not the type na, or may fear pa sila with anything green, you can opt to use other vegetables na mas madaling itago into your croquettes. Kunyari, cauliflower. Yun, napakadaling ihalo sa nuggets and croquettes kasi yung color niya, color ng meat. Okay, so this is good na. I will set it aside na to chill. Okay, so now we're ready to bread our seafood croquettes na na-chill ko na kanina. So again, FEB ang steps na kailangan yung gawin to bread. Ayan. So, matigas na siya ngayon. Madali na siyang i-form. So, this is something you can do with your kids also. So, one hand I will use for the flour. And then sa egg, mabilis na. Pwede siya ma-deform. And then, breadcrumbs na. So, once makita mo may film na siya ng breadcrumbs, just roll it again. Para mag-double coat ka. There you go. I'll just remove my gloves. So yan ang ating seafood croquettes. So it's time to fry na our seafood croquettes. So gamitan nyo lang siya ng strainer para yung shape niya ay hindi magtago. And then you drop it out. So we'll just wait for it to fry. Okay, so these are ready na. Pwede ko na siyang ihahon. So there you go, your shrimp croquettes. Okay, so now I'm going to make my hidden vegetable ground chicken mix that we'll be using for 3 recipes. Yan yung ating chicken siomai, yung teriyaki chicken nuggets, and the chicken cabbage siomai. It's very easy, you just have to mix all of these ingredients together. So first, I'm going to put my chicken. Tapos gawa lang tayo ng well or space sa gitna para when you add all the other ingredients, mas madali siyang ihalo. Okay, so let's start na. Just dump everything in. So for the full recipe, don't forget to go to www.Bitesized.ph and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So as you can see, ang daming colors, the colors of the rainbow. Again, as I mentioned earlier, the more colors of vegetables you put into your dish, mas malaking range of vitamins and minerals ang nakukuha nyo rin. Kung mahilig yung mga anak nyo, so nuggets, fast food nuggets, ayan, meron ka ng recipe na you can offer, na you'll be sure nakakainan nila. Okay, last 2. Alright, so I'm done putting everything in. I'm just gonna put our salt and pepper. Remember, again, if you don't know kung tama yung amount of salt and pepper na nilagay nyo, after mixing this, just take a small portion, fry it, and taste it. Okay, let's mix it na. Because I did na that while in the middle, and you have to be slow and doing this, I can easily mix it in na. Ayan, nakita nyo, well combined na yung ating ingredients. Pwede na natin siya i-portion out into 3 different bowls for 2 other recipes. Ayan, so na-portion out ko na yung for my 2 other recipes. That will be my teriyaki chicken nuggets and my chicken cabbage siomai. So I'll set them aside first. Okay, so ngayon naman, gagawin natin yung ating chicken teriyaki nuggets. So earlier, I showed you na meron siyang halong ginger. And if you know, ginger is rich in antioxidants. It's really good for your immune system. It's good for digestion, even for nausea, kung nasusuka ka. And for kids, it can fight the common cold and the flu. So now we're just going to use 2 spoons. Ang ganyang kadamig. So it's a heaping tablespoon. And then, form it into nugget shapes. And you can play around with this. Kung alam nyo naman mga nuggets, meron letters, dinosaur shapes, triangles, different kinds of shapes that you can think of. Okay, one more. Maganda pa dito, you can even have your kids join in to help you out. So, pwede mo silang pag-gloves and then they can shape it into different shapes that they like. There you go. So, all I have to do now is chill it para talaga mag-form pa siya and then saka natin siya ipa-fry. Okay, so na-chill ko na yung ating chicken nuggets and we're ready to bread them. So, it's good that you chill them or even freeze them for a while. And then when you do your FEB or flour, egg, and breadcrumbs, gamitin niyo yung isang kamay niyo for the dry ingredients and on the other hand for the wet ingredients or for the egg. So first we put the flour. And the egg. So I have a tip for you guys para hindi niyo makalimutan yung tamang sequence of breading your chicken nuggets or your chicken. FEB, F-E-B. So that's flour, egg, breadcrumbs. So there you have it, our breaded chicken nuggets ready for frying. We're ready to deep fry our nuggets. So first, we'll check kung mainit na yung ating oil using a wooden spoon. Ayan, so you can see meron na activity. Okay, so we'll fry it na. We'll just get one piece at a time. Remember, when you're deep frying, slide it in, don't drop it in, okay? Ayan. So, kita nyo na grabe yung activity ng oil. Sabihin yan is di pa luto yung inyong ginagawa. Alright, so these are already cooked. So, place them on a plate lined with paper towels para ma-absorb pa yung excess oil. So there you have it, your nuggets. Okay, so now we're ready to make the sauce for our chicken teriyaki nuggets. Basically, for this recipe, gusto lang naman natin na mas steep siya or mag-flavor lang yung oil at mag-marry with all the other ingredients like our soy sauce. And then mag-thicken siya with the sugar. Okay, and then let's add na our garlic. And the ginger. So for the garlic and ginger, we smashed them para mas lumabas yung kanyang flavors at mas madali siyang i-mix with the oil kasi low heat lang tayo para talaga yung flavors na lumabas. Alright, so now lalagyan na natin yung ating sugar. You will just let this caramelize. And then pag brown na siya, pwede mo na i-add yung iyong soy sauce. And then the sugar will thicken the sauce. Ayan, so nag-caramelize na yung ating sugar, we can add na our soy sauce. Okay, so thick na to and reduced. We can set this aside na.
and serve it with our nuggets.